Guys, I just wanted to go over a few things for next week. So, there's two ways you can look at this. All right, this is ES. All right, that's the October low. And I've drawn two lines because that line right there then slightly broke down. Same line that broke down last week, right? But this orange line touches that low, and we're above that. So if we look, that was the falling wedge line. I'm gonna pop that out. I don't need that anymore. So as you can see here, we got that double bottom on the 200 MA, which is huge. That is basically the 2022 trend line. That the trend line ended at 390 on Friday, so it's down here below the 200. So the good thing is that the 200 MA daily is above the trend line. Now we're in between these. Some would argue that we're above the October. This is my old October low trend line, and I have this one after digging in and really adjusting it. So we got two. So I'll be referring to the orange or the teal one. Now there's a risk here that once we get to 407, it's probably going to coincide with this line that we reject. And at that point, if this is just, I'll show you. If this is just one of these that we've gotten on that pop or this pop, then we'll know. So if you look here, it rejected off the 21 over there. Same thing here. Okay, we've had these reliefs that then absolutely craters. That is why next week is so important. Okay, because Powell can send this into the abyss. Okay, so the bullish, super bullish thing here to look at is this TTM turning yellow, because as you see, once it turns yellow, you can have and this candle right here is kind of reminiscent of that. So we can have a huge run up to that gap. Okay, same RSI daily is only at 52. It has room to 72 before I start putting on the handbrake. But what I would really look at here, let me take that, I don't know why that is on there, is this: can this MACD green line turn over? Obviously I've changed mine to red and green. They're usually blue and orange or blue and brown. Can you make it be above? Because that is a huge event. If that occurs, then we're off to the races, and then this might run to 4,300 even. One thing that kind of tells me this could be a fake out is the parametric oscillator is not above the midpoint. So we're not in the clear here. We still have to monitor it. However, I would at this point say that as long as we hold 3995, preferably 4,000, we can retest 4,000, we should be good. Now Bitcoin obviously has taken a huge dump and is consolidating, and even just broke down this. I would not want to see it any lower than 22,000. The Dixie under the 200 on the 1 hour had a huge meltdown. So is this a double top, or did we just make one hell of a cup and we're actually headed up to 106? So I don't want to have any bias here. I just want to program my brain to have both. But indeed, if it is a double top, this is gonna come down to 100 very rapidly. And if you look at the MACD, it's starting to curl down, as is the TTM and the wave trend and the RSI. And we kind of hit max. Obviously it can go higher, but we're kind of topped out on the parametric, plus we got these red divs right there. Oil had a fabulous day on Friday. Huge. So as you can see here, we're in this thing, right? And once that breaks, which would be to the upside hopefully, we're going way into the 80s. The VIX, I mean, doesn't look really good. It is, however, at super support, but it can still go lower. But it's starting to be a little drained on the 1 hour. Now on the daily, it's just started its downtrend. If you see here, we can have plenty of blue, but then we have to go really yellow. So we got our first blip of yellow. So there, it could be that a lot of people holding big calls are going to be absolutely destroyed. If it breaks this level here, 16, it's going down to 14, and it can do it pretty rapidly. So what I'm trying to say is these next few weeks are probably going to be some of the most exciting in the market. Now look at this. We got the top tick right there all the way down to our breakout trend line, okay, that we've had on there. The green line, if it crosses below the green line, I'm hamstring call so hard, because then it's gonna probably go all the way down to the 200. Look at this, we're still up here. We can come down. If they choose to save this market, we can come down under 3.5 easy. Some say it's not going to be good for the market. I say it's going to be great for the market. All right, guys, hopefully this puts things in perspective before next week. And look at this, just let me pull this also here. The MACD on the yield. Obviously yields are different than a stock chart, obviously, but these indicators are all saying that we are about to get a big Charlie Murphy slap on the 10-year, which would be good. How they do that, dude, I don't know. But they're about to do it, I think. All right, take care, guys.